Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ronan, Montana. It's Championship Saturday, Championship night, as Bigfork Vikings get ready to take on the Eureka Lions here. Tip-off scheduled for 6:30 in this championship ball game. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Owls, with you here in Ronan, Montana at the Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. And tip-off will get you your starting lineups. No pregame interview. That's a coach didn't want to do that, as that's the same thing what happened last time. So we're getting ready to go here. And pregame brought to you by Hanson Excavating, demolition and site preparation, excavating and grading in business for 30 years. Fred Hanson, 837-1051 or hansonexcavating.com. Well, let's take a look at the starting lineups in here. I'll get those for you here. A couple minutes till we have tip-off. We've got a lot of introductions to do tonight, being the championship ball game here. Glad to be with you. The band's here. A lot of Bigfork fans all over the place, and this should be a good ball game. Earlier, Florence beat Loyola, so Bigfork needs to win this ball game to avoid being challenged. So let me take a look here and see what we have for this ball game here. Bigfork in their whites and Eureka in their black with the orange uniforms. And just getting everything here underway here. And taking a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Lions, it'll be number 3, Joey Kendall, 5'10" senior. Guard, Danny Dunn, number 5. 6-foot senior forward. Carson Comack, the post, at 6'5", senior post, number 12. Carson Comack, forward. Gavin Bates at 6'1". He's a guard forward, senior, number 20. And then finally, 6-foot even guard, sophomore, number 32, Tristan Butts for the starting lineups for Eureka. And then we'll take a look at the starting lineups for the Vikings. And we're going to keep the usual ones. 6'2" junior guard, number 3, Isaac Epperly. Captain, number 10, 5'10" forward, senior forward, Levi Taylor. And then 6'3" junior forward, number 15, Guy Spilliard. And finally a 5'9" guard, point guard, sophomore, number 21, Colin Wade. And then in the post, 6'4" junior forward, number 33, Nick Walker. For head coach Courtney John Hollow, Adam Jordan, Jim Epperly, Tristan Clark, and Dustin Heinzman. Gabe Evans, R.J. McDowell, and Trey Bonney, the coaches for Eureka. We'll get ready to start the introductions here momentarily. Get these back. So the Vikings in their powder whites with the powder blue numbers. So they're going to introduce all the whole team. So Eureka all 7B final here. The same thing we'll have on the girls' side as the Valkyries take on Thompson Falls. So that'll be interesting this evening. So 7B well represented here at the Western B. So we'll get things underway. 406-270-7384. Or you can message me, chat on the BFSD events, and I'll catch that. Yeah, so going to halftime and shaking hands here for the championship ball game. Should be a fun atmosphere here tonight. We're glad to be with you. 406-270-7384. Want to make sure that someone out there is able to catch the broadcast. Make sure I'm coming in loud and clear. It says I'm live, and hopefully I am. Yes, we are live with viewers, so should be. So just so you know, they're introducing all the non-starters, managers, everybody, and then they'll get the starting lineups here in Ronan, Montana for the championship ball game. So Bigfork 32 minutes away for punching their ticket to the state tournament. Eureka is already guaranteed a spot in the state tournament by virtue of the Florence win against Loyola in the Consolation Championship. And Mary Jensen out there says she's listening, so that's good to hear. We're going to meet the starters now, and I already supplied those to you. Excuse me, I apologize. Lots of games last weekend and this weekend. Kind of shut down some of the lights here. So Taylor getting introduced as well, and just about to get underway here. Obviously should be a big time event because the winner of this game punches herself ticket to state. Bigfork needs to win this one so they don't have to get challenged by Florence. Eureka, like I already said, is going to be in the state tournament qualifying because they beat Florence last night and Florence can't challenge them. So Colin Wade for Bigfork. Gavin Bates, so the key has got to shut down Bates and Joey Kendall. And Bigfork has beat them all 3 times on our floor, but Bates wasn't playing, and I don't think Nick Walker played in that game at home. And then for the game up there, Gavin Bates, I think they had 28, and Bigfork won by 1. And then in the district finals, Bigfork able to take care of business pretty easily in a battle there against Eureka. To get the number 1 seed here, Eureka had the number 2 seed. So Bigfork has obviously in the first round took care of business and making it here to the state tournament. Or divisional championship game to go to the state tournament. So it was Bigfork over Arlee, 62-44, then 62-49 over Loyola, the semifinals. And we're about ready to get underway for Eureka, 65-37 over Deer Lodge, and 56-51, a nice game over Florence. So Eureka controls the tap. Tip-off brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. Joey Kendall with the basketball. He's going to get it up to Butts. Butts will get it out to Kendall. Top of the man-to-man defense by Bigfork. That worked really well in the game against Loyola. Long three-point shot by Gavin Bates. Rebound comes down. Colin Wade will grab it for Bigfork. Comes up the court, up the left side. And look out top. He's got Epperly. And Wade will bring it out top for the Vikings. Wade looking left side. They give it to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive up, under. He tried to get into Walker, gave it to Taylor. Taylor off the glass, misses it, no good. Nick Walker right there battles for it. Off the glass, Nick Walker scores the first 2 for the Vikings. And Montana Athletic Club scoreboard, Vikings up early 2-0. Gavin Bates, he'll give it over to Butts. Butts will give it to Kendall. Kendall right side. The Vikings in a man-to-man defense. Well, it looks like a zone defense. They go to their 2-3. Cormack with the basketball. Over to Dunn. Dunn right side for Eureka. And the Vikings. Butts will get over to Bates. Bates left side, guarded by Gilliard. In the corner, Danny Dunn left. 3-point shot on the way. Hits the side of the backboard. Goes off of Gilliard's leg and out of bounds. It'll be Eureka basketball. 6:33 to go here in the first quarter. The Vikings up 2-0 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Kendall to inbound for Eureka. Gets it in to Dunn. Dunn looking throws it up and drains it as he grabs it in the key, turns around, spins, and puts it up and in for 2. We're tied at 2. Wade, top of the key for the Vikings. Going to go left side, looking for Epperly. Backdoor Epperly. Yeah, let's slow down. Up, off the glass. Epperly misses it. Right there, Levi Taylor pounding the glass like he did when he had 16 points in that championship game in districts against Eureka. Butts over to Bates. Long three-pointer by Kendall missed. Gilliard with the rebound from Bigfork. Wade quickly up to Epperly. Epperly left side in the front court. Out to Wade. Wade top of the key. Wade looking to drive. Kicks in the corner. Gilliard, three-point shot for the right side is good. The Vikings up 7-2, 5:35 to go here on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Kendall to Bates, trapped by Bigfork. Will give it up. Done. Wade guarding him. Backdoor. Gilliard takes the steal. Gives it to Epperly. Epperly with the basketball for Bigfork. He'll bring it in the front court. So Bigfork really hustling out on defense. Epperly looking. Gets it to Gilliard. Gilliard three-point shot on the way. Drains another one from the wing. Dropping it down. 10-2 now early for the Vikings here on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. So Bigfork trapping in the backcourt. Gilliard, he's going to get whistled for the one as Kendall tried to hit Bates. And that first personal is going to be on Bryce Gilliard. And Wyatt Johnson will come in the game for Bigfork. 4:59 to go. And first personal on Gilliard. First team foul on the Vikings. Kendall gets it into Butts. Back to Kendall. Kendall top of the key. 2-3 zone by Bigfork. Over. Butts right side, right wing. Give it out to Kendall. Kendall about 6 feet beyond the top of the key. Out to Bates. Bates top of the key. Try to guard on Wyatt Johnson. And extends the arm. And Johnson right there with great defense takes the charge. So a player control foul on Bates. His first personal, first team foul. So nice defense there by Wyatt Johnson as Bates extended his arm. He'll give it up to Wade. Wade, it's in the front court for Bigfork. Gives it over to Epperly. Epperly driving right side. He'll pull up to the wing, back to Colin Wade. Wyatt Johnson on the left side. Looking underneath to Nick Walker. Wade looking to drive, spin, up, under, knocked away. Off of Eureka. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. The Vikings up 10-2 early, up by 8 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Wade into Gilliard. He'll give it back to Wade. Wade will bring it to the top of the key. Out near the R, half court for here in Ronan. Wade gets it up to Gilliard, top of the key. Finds Nick Walker up underneath, blocked. But this time Dunn tries to save it, and he's out of bounds when he touches the basketball. It'll remain Bigfork basketball with 4:08 to go here in the first quarter. Epperly, the inbound for Bigfork. Looking, finds Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt Johnson right in the middle, knocked away by Comack. Quickly up as Gavin Bates pulls up for the jumper. Off, no good. Long rebound out to Dunn. Dunn looking under and throws it away. He tried to hit Carson Comack, and a wild pass as Levi Taylor comes back in the ballgame for Bigfork. And Eureka is going to take a 30-second timeout. Well, we're all caught up. 406-270-7384 or say something on chat as the Vikings play here in the championship ballgame. Up 10-2 here in quarter number one. So the Vikings out strong early and playing good defense and hitting some shots. So a couple threes, big threes there by Bryce Gilliard, who wasn't hitting the other day, but really stroking it tonight. So you got Epperly, Taylor, Gilliard, Colin Wade, and Eli Thorness now into the ballgame for Bigfork. After the timeout, 3:50 to go here in quarter number one. Vikings with an 8-point lead. Wade across the timeline for Bigfork as they run the offense. Looking, gives it up to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive. Up, under. Nice move by Epperly, but shoots it short. And Taylor going to try to get the rebound, reaches in, and going to get called for the personal. That's his second team foul on the Vikings. So pressure defense by Bigfork in the backcourt. They're running that 1-3-1 trap in the middle. Dunn will give it back to Kendall. Kendall looking right, pulls up for the jumper. Sinks it inside the three-point line over on the right side. Wade quickly up. Eli Thorness looking underneath. Gets it out to Wade. Wade top of the key. Looking to drive. Kicks it out to Epperly. Epperly driving. Pulls up free throw line. Too hard. Bounces around off of Eureka and out of bounds. As Epperly went after his own rebound. And 3:10 to go. 10-4 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Colin Wade, near side, going to inbound. Give it up to Thorness. Over to Gilliard. Gilliard looking, has Taylor over on the left side. Taylor looking to drive. Up, under. Oh, what a spinning move. And Levi Taylor strong to the bucket and scores it. And he'll get to go to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. And fouls on number 5, Danny Dunn. That's his second team foul. Taylor drains it. Now 13-4, 9-point lead, 3:02 to go. Backcourt pressure, Wade, Kendall will give it up to Butts. Gavin Bates brings in the front court. Tristan Butts with the basketball. Throws it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded there and swatted away. Epperly blocks him, but Comack right there cleaning it up and put it again for Eureka. Quickly up, Levi Taylor. And Thorness will grab it in the right corner. Gives it out to Epperly. Epperly now will pull it out. He'll give it up to Wade. Wade top of the key. Pulls up. Three-point shot by Colin Wade. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Wade and Epperly really been shooting the three good and Gilliard now tonight. So the Vikings shooting well from distance, which is a key. Dunn with the basketball now. In the front court, Dunn looking to drive. Pulls up, throws it underneath, and whistle blows. Foul's going to be called on Isaac Epperly. That's his first. And the third team foul. Number 23, Cole Konopkic will come in and replace Epperly. 16-6 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard with 2:12 to go here in quarter number 1. Quickly in and battling for it. Thorness grabs the rebound, loose ball, as Eureka cannot inbound it. Nice pressure put on by Bigfork. Wade with the basketball, guarded by Kendall. Man-to-man defense for Eureka. Rolls off the screen by Gilliard. Out, Cole Konopkic on the left side. Looking drive, floater off the glass, no good. Taylor right there, dominating on the boards. Taylor goes up, swats it away, grabs his rebound again. He is strong, Levi Taylor. So whistle blows. So that's a second personal on Dunn. And third team foul. And Wade will inbound for Bigfork with 1:44 to go. Taylor over to Cole. Konopkic over on the right side. Cole gives it out to Taylor, top of the key. Give it up to Wade. Wade going to set it up for Bigfork. Cole all the way out near half court, looking to run. Or Collins, excuse me. Over to Cole. Konopkic gives it up. Eli Thorness. Thorness looking, jumping off the glass. Scores the bucket. And Eli Thorness is going to go to the free throw line. Fourth team foul on Eureka. First personal on number 12, Carson Comack. And to the line is Eli Thorness to shoot the N1. Number 33, Trent Truman in for Eureka. Along with 15, Caleb Utter. Thorness shot up and good. 19-6, 1:21 to go here in quarter number 1. And the Vikings lead on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Bates with the basketball. They'll kick it out to Butts. Butts looking underneath. Gets it out to Utter. Utter over to Bates. Bates fakes the three-point, pulls up jumper inside the three-point line. Good. Gavin Bates has a nice stroke there. Good shot by him. Draining it for 2. Wade with the basketball. Looking to drive. Kicks it out. Cole Konopkic knocked away. Truman comes up with it. Gives it over to Bates. Bates going to launch a 3. No. Joey Kendall in the corner for 3. No, right there, Cole Konopkic battling with Truman. Truman hits it, knocks it in under 30 seconds to go, 19-10 now on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. The Vikings lead by 9. Wade with the basketball. Guarded by Kindle. Will get over to Thornus. Thornus on the left side near half court. He's looking for Wade. Finds Wade. Wade recovers. Gets it back from Thornus. Over to Thornus from Wade. 10 seconds to go. Eli Thornus. Up, under, driving, off the glass. Bucket's good by Eli Thornus for Bigfork, 1.5. A long shot over the basket by Gavin Bates at the buzzer. So, folks, one quarter complete, and I think the Vikings came out strong in this first quarter. They lead 21-10 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard here from Ronan, Montana. Championship Saturday, the championship ball game. The Bigfork Vikings taking on the Eureka Lions. Eureka already punched their ticket state. Now the Vikings trying to do the same. We'll be back here from Ronan momentarily. All right, welcome back to Ronan here. Second quarter, and Bigfork will get the basketball. Wyatt Johnson in the game. Epperly returns. Thornus, Taylor, and Walker for Bigfork. Looks like Utter, Bates, Kendall, Truman, and Butts in for Eureka. Johnson with the basketball. Over the right side, Epperly thought about the three-point shot. Pulls up, gives it up to Taylor. There, top of the key, Wyatt Johnson. Johnson looking to break through. On the ground, gives it up. And Utter gets on the ground, takes it away, gives it up. And Gavin Bates quickly coming up the court. And this time he does it again. He shoves Wyatt Johnson. So Johnson picks up another charging call on Bates. That's two he's done, playing some great defense. That's his second, and 15 foul on the Lions. Gets it into Epperly. Little pressure put on by Eureka. Epperly gets it back for Johnson. Far side, Taylor. Taylor looking underneath and tried to get it to Nick Walker. Quickly up, Bates has the loose ball. Bates, top of the key, looking to drive. Pulls up, gives it up. Utter on the left wing. Cut off there by Johnson. He'll get it out to Kendall. Kendall out near half court, guarded by Taylor. The Vikings in a man-to-man defense. Kendall. And Taylor tried to help Kendall up. Kendall wanted none of that. Second personal on Taylor, Levi, and 14th foul. Kendall will go to the line to shoot two. Rolls it in, drops it. Colin Wade and Bryce Gilliard back in the lineup, replacing Taylor and Johnson for the Vikings. And Kendall at the line to shoot one more. Makes the second, makes them both actually. 21-12 here, 6:45 to go. Epperly, Gilliard looking across the timeline, back to Epperly. Epperly's got Nick Walker. Nick Walker looking underneath. Gives it up to Wade. Wade will bring it out to the top of the key and set things up. So a smart play there by Colin Wade, just a sophomore for the Vikings. Out near half court, waiting for the Vikings to set it up. He'll give it over to Thornus. Thornus will give it to Epperly. Epperly, left side. Walker cutting through the lane. Colin Wade, three-point shot on the way. This one's going to be short, and Bates comes up with it. And Thornus reaches in as Bates tears the ball away. And Thornus will pick up his first 15th foul on Eureka. Kendall in the backcourt. Vikings with pressure defense. Gets it up to Utter. Utter going to get trapped here. Tipped away. Epperly got his hand on it. Gives it up to Butts. Quickly across. Gavin Bates. Jumper from the left side. About 15 feet out. Drains it for two. 7-point lead for Bigfork. Epperly quickly up. Nick Walker. Or check that. Gilliard had Nick Walker underneath. Gilliard, 3-point shot of the way. For the right wing is good. Nice shot by Gilliard. 3 from 3 on 3-pointers today for Gilliard. Already 9 points. 24-14. 10-point lead. 5:37 to go. Trapping. Utter in the backcourt. Butts. Baseline. Pulls up. Jumper. Rebounded by Thornus. Give it up to Wade with 5:27 to go. Epperly, right wing for the Vikings. Looking underneath, has Walker. Over to Wade. Thornus. Gilliard, left side. This one's short. Walker able to corral it and run it down. Gives it out to Wade. Drains it right side. 3-point shot on the way. This one, Gavin Bates knocks out of bounds. He's battling there with Walker. Number 12, Carson Comack back in the lineup for Eureka. 24-14, 5:11 to go on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And Dunn will come back in for Bates for the Lions. Quickly in. And it'll be Bigfork basketball as Wade tried to get it into Walker underneath. And Epperly will now inbound for the Vikings. Colin Wade looking. Right corner, gives it up to Epperly. Back out to Wade. They give it to Gilliard, top of the key. Gilliard over to Thornus. Thornus, left wing. Top of the key, Epperly. Wade, right wing, corner to Gilliard. Gilliard out. Thornus, Epperly. Colin Wade. And baseline drive goes Nick Walker. And a blocking foul on Eureka. And that's going to be Dunn's third, I believe. It is. That is his third 16 foul. And at the line, Nick Walker will shoot 2 for the Vikings. Walker's first shot up, just short. And 33, Trent Truman will come in for Dunn. Dunn with the 3 personals. 4:49 at halftime, 24-14, and Walker with one more for the Vikings. This time, rolls around the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Utter. Gives it up to Kendall. Kendall left wing, bring it across the timeline. Out near half court. Kendall gets into the offense, gets it up to Utter. Truman throws it up, no good. And Comack loses it out of bounds. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Number 55, George Brown in the ball game for Bigfork. And Wade to inbound for the Vikings. Gets it into Gilliard. Over to Epperly. Backcourt pressure put on by Eureka. Gilliard. Colin Wade in the middle. Gives it up to Thornus. Thornus looking out to Epperly. Epperly halfway between the top of the key and half court. Gives it up to Wade. Wade now extended at half court. We'll give it over to Thornus. Epperly left side. Gilliard cutting through. Gets the basketball underneath. Gives it to George Brown. George Brown puts it up. Misses it. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up and in by George Brown. Nice play by the Vikings. Setting up George Brown for 2. 4 minutes to go here till halftime. 26-14 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Utter underneath. They'll give it up. Truman stolen away by Epperly. Epperly going against Kendall. Epperly will go all the way off the glass for 2. Misses it. But right there, Bigfork, Wade ties it up with Butts. So Epperly shot it just a little bit too hard as he left the ground early on the breakaway. And the arrow points towards Eureka with 3:44 to go. 26-14, 12-point lead by the Vikings on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Inside, Caleb Utter, left hand, drains it inside the free throw line. Gets it out to Gilliard. Thornus, back to Wade. Wade will bring it in the front court for the Vikings. Vikings looking, Wade looking to drive on him. Gets it over, Gilliard. 3-point shot by Gilliard on the way. Rebound there by George Brown. Brown going up, under, off the glass. No foul called. And Bates with the rebound. Quickly up the court, Bates in the corner. Kendall Three-point shot on the way, in and out. Rebounded by Epperly. And Epperly looking, slowly bringing it across the timeline. Down to 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Wade with the basketball. Looking to see. Gets it over to Epperly. Bigfork setting up the offense. Epperly on the drive. Gives it up. George Brown. Trying to shoot the layup. He gets fouled by Comack. So Carson Comack, I believe that is his second 17th foul. And George Brown at the line to shoot two for the Vikings. 2:46 to go. 26-16. The Gunlock Construction scoreboard. The Vikings lead. First shot drained by Brown. Number 25, Braden Kazaza checks in the ball game for Eureka. And the Vikes up by 11 now. Brown will get one more. Up. Nice shot. George Brown drains them both. Nice shot for a big guy, especially for the free throw line. Kendall gives it up to Bates. Bates over to Butts. Butts extended. And Brown takes the loose ball. That pass was intended for Utter. And they'll give it up to Colin Wade. So a turnover on Eureka. And Colin Wade will give it up to Epperly. Epperly looking back door. He's got Brown underneath. Open, missed him. Okay, now it fishes into George Brown. Brown looking out, finds Epperly. Epperly, top of the key for Bigfork. Look at the drive. Pulls up, jumper, misses it. Rebounded by Bates for Eureka. Bates quickly up, throws it cross court to Butts. Butts thought about the three-point, gets it out to Utter. Utter top of the key, looking to drive. Utter stuck. Kendall, left side. Underneath, Gavin Bates. Jumper is good over George Brown. Quickly into Wade. Under 2 minutes to go. 28-18, 10-point lead for the Vikings. Colin Wade looking to drive. Up, under, and he throws off the glass. George Brown comes up with the rebound and gets it out to Gilliard. Heats out to Epperly. Thornus tips it out to Wade. Gilliard looking to drive for Bigfork. Underneath George Brown. Brown up, off the glass, and he'll go back to the free throw line to shoot two. So the big guy, George Brown, battling underneath for the Vikings. 18th foul, third personal on Gavin Bates. So a couple they're done, and Bates in foul trouble with three here in the first half. 1:26 to go. George Brown back to the line to shoot two. This time, he gets the roll. Off the front of the rim, uses the backboard, and drops. 33, Trent Truman comes back in for Gavin Bates. Levi Taylor back in for the Vikings. And Brown with one more for Bigfork. Shot up. This time he drains it. And George Brown gets a big hand from the fans. Played outstanding as Nick Walker will come back in for Bigfork with 1:26 to go till halftime. 30-18, 12-point lead. Throws it deep down to Kazaza. Kazaza loses it. Nick Walker nearly takes it away from him. And they point the arrow toward the possession towards Eureka, but I think that went off Kazaza. He had it, and he lost it, and Nick Walker nearly stole it away. So inbounding, quickly out, Tristan Butts for Eureka, out to the top of the key, looking to set something up. He'll give it over to Kendall. Wade guarding Kendall underneath. Give it up to Utter. Utter. Up, under, out to Tristan Butts. Shot on the way by Butts. He drains it, and the whistle blows. And the bucket will count. Second personal on Isaac Epperly, 16th foul. And Butts will go to the line to shoot the and one. Misses it. Epperly comes down with a rebound for the Vikings. Colin Wade. Epperly. Wade, or Gilliard, gets it out to Epperly on the right wing. Colin Wade. They call it traveling on him. And Eureka basketball. 44.6 to go. 10-point lead, 30-20 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Kendall in the backcourt. Drive it up. Corner to Truman. Back out to Kendall. Kendall will give it up to Utter. Utter top of the key, guarded by Wade. And cut off is Utter. He'll have to get out to Kendall. 25 seconds to go. Gets it out to Kendall. Guarded by Levi Taylor. Looking for one shot. 15 seconds to go. Braden Gazaza underneath Truman. Off the glass is good. Into Wade quickly. Got 7 seconds to go. Wade quickly going to go up, come up. And Wade going to pull up. 3-point shot of the way. Oh, off the rim. Would have been good. But no. 1 half complete. The Vikings lead 30-22 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. So a really good first half for the Vikings as they lead this one by 8. Could be leading by more. Need to take care of the basketball. All right, I'm going to get your halftime stats and be back with you here momentarily from Ronan, Montana. On your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard, the Vikings lead 30-22. 16 more minutes to punch their ticket to the state tournament in Bozeman in 2 weeks. I'll be back here from Ronan, Montana. Well, welcome back to Ronan, Montana. Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament Championship Saturday championship ball game between the Vikings and the Lions. Excuse me, James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes, the Vows, here with you. 30-22 at halftime. And halftime brought to you by the Flathead Mortgage. Mortgage lender in Bigfork, 8000 Montana Highway 35, Bigfork, Montana. Scott Richner, 406-253-3929 or srichner32@gmail.com. Taking a look at your halftime stats. First of all, for the Lions, Kendall with 4. 2 for Danny Dunn. Carson Comack with 2. Caleb Utter 2. 6 by Gavin Bates. 2 by Tristan Butts. And 4 by Trent Truman. 10 in the first, 12 in the second, 22 overall. For the Vikings, Levi Taylor with 5. Gilliard with 9 3 threes. Wade with 3. 5 by Eli Thornes, 2 by Nick Walker. And then George Brown, 4 for fourth in line with 6 points as well. 21 in the first, 9 only in the second. A little struggle a little bit offensively, but got out to a strong start. 30 at halftime, 30-22 as the Vikings lead here at halftime on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. So great job by the Vikings in the first half. Hopefully they can keep that up here in the second half. All right, I'm going to take a timeout here in Ronan, Montana. Bring you the second half here as the Vikings lead this one by 8, 30-22 at halftime here from Ronan. All right, welcome back to Ronan, Eureka, and Bigfork. And Bigfork gets the basketball. Epperly tries to hit Walker. Walker cut, and Epperly through the pass goes out of bounds. A turnover by the Vikings. early here in the second half. Vikings leading by 8. Kendall, Dunn will get out there. Comac, so the same starters, Bates and Butts for Eureka. Vikings same starters, Wade, Taylor, Walker, Gillard, and Epperly here to start the second half. Bates and Dunn in foul trouble with 3 apiece. Gavin Bates pull up jumper. Butts gets the rebound off the glass, no good. Epperly grabs the rebound for Bigfork. And the Vikings will move it up the court. Colin Wade with the basketball. Out top of the key, guarded by Kendall. Man-to-man defense, he'll give it up to Taylor. Taylor looking to drive. Give it up to Epperly. Epperly cut off by Bates. Wade, three-point shot on the way. Colin Wade misses it. Comac comes up with the rebound for Eureka. He'll give it over to Bates and gives it to Kendall. Kendall, top of the key. 2-3 zone by Bigfork. Kendall underneath. Finds Comac wide open underneath for 2. And the first 2 points scored by Eureka. Wade with the basketball here in the second half. Epperly now looking to drive. Drives. Gillard. 3-point shot by Gillard on the way. Taylor grabs the rebound. Dunn's going to pick up his 4th as he's battling with Levi Taylor. Number 33, Trent Truman back in the ball game for Dunn as Dunn picks up his 4th first team foul here in the second half. Epperly inbound to Bigfork. Gillard. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound to the far side. Levi Taylor up off the glass. Drops it for 2. Taylor strong underneath for the Vikings. So 32-24 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Butts with the basketball for Eureka. Butts over to Kendall. Inside to Comac. Baseline Truman. Truman goes up. No, fakes it. Got to get out of there. Gets it out to Kendall. Kendall will give it to Bates. Bates throws it up. No good. Epperly comes up with the rebound for the Vikings. Under 6 minutes to go. Epperly with the basketball. Top of the key. Looking forward. Finds Gillard. Left wing. Gives it to Nick Walker. Walker going up. Under. Off the glass. No good. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor looking to drive. Up. Under. And timeout taken by Bigfork as Taylor was trapped underneath. A 30-second timeout taken by the Vikings. Here, 5:47 to go here in the third quarter, 32-24. So Bigfork remain with an 8-point lead on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard here from Ronan, Montana. The 2021-22 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. Eureka's already punched her ticket to state. Bigfork trying to punch it as Eureka, by virtue of Florence winning their consolation championship game, they cannot challenge Eureka, so Eureka is already in the state tournament. I'll give you that here a little bit later. Bigfork basketball underneath, far side. Wade inbound under their own basket. Wade looking, gets it out to Epperly. Epperly, man-to-man deepest, Butts guarding him. Gillard, left side. Out to Colin Wade. Colin Wade, top of the key. Epperly. Right side. Pull-up jumper from the elbow is good by Isaac Epperly. And the Vikings with a 10-point lead now. Kendall with the basketball. 5:25 to go. Out to Butts. Back to Kendall. Up top, Bates. Long three-point shot by Gavin Bates. 2 feet outside the three-point line. Drains it. And the key is Bigforks need to stop him. He's got 3 fouls. Go after him. Gillard, right side, driving off the glass. He was trying to go at Bates. And they call a foul on Gillard on the rebound. Eli Thortis will come back in for the Vikings. Second on Gillard, first team foul. And it looks like Gillard was trying to go after Bates to get that 4th personal, get him out of the game as well. He's the big key to Eureka. Kendall with the basketball. Top of the key, got off by Wade. Butts now with the basketball, right wing. Gets it out to Kendall. Kendall top of the key, back to Gavin Bates. And double team there. Eli Thornis right on him. Out to Kendall, over to Truman. Truman on the left side will give it out to Kendall. So Bigfork putting on some pressure defense. Finds Butts. Bates launches a 3. Epperly jumps at him, and Bates drains it from the left side. 34-30 now on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Lead cut down to 4 as Bates hits a couple threes. Epperly looking to drive. Epperly up. drains it. Going to take over the ball game. About 8 feet out, he spin move and drained it on the right side. Does Epperly underneath. Pass intended for Comac, stolen by Gilliard for Bigfork. Gives it up to Wade. Wade looking to drive. Wade, Colin Wade, up, under. Out to Epperly, over to Gilliard. Gilliard, left side, three-point shot, no good. Rebounded there by Butts. Butts trying to go up to Epperly right there, guarding him. And Epperly blocks it out of bounds. It'll remain Eureka basketball on the rejection by Epperly. And Bates to inbounds for Eureka. Gets it out, Colin Wade. Whistle, Wade went up for the basketball. And he gets called for the foul. His first personal, second team foul. Kendall over to Butts. Butts drains the three from the left side. Now a 3-point lead for Bigfork. 36-33 with 3:39 to go here in the third quarter. Thornus on the right side. Out to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive. He's got Gilliard. Gilliard backdoor, docked away by Comac. Truman comes up with it. Truman looked like he traveled, but no whistle. They'll give it up to Bates. Bates guarded by Gilliard. Or check that, Colin Wade. Underneath, Truman baseline, jumper, no good. And Gilliard battling underneath, and a whistle going to be called against Eureka. As Cole Konopka comes in for Epperly. That is the third personal on Comac. Second team foul. So Dunn with 4, Comac with 3, Bates with 3 for Eureka. I don't think anybody on Bigfork has 3 personals. Wade with the basketball, drives, top of the key, looking, goes out, wants to kick it out to Thornus. Kendall steals it away, gives it up to Truman. And then back to Butts, back to Kendall. Kendall got it by Konopka. Bates a long ways out, looking to drive. Knocked away on the ground. And getting down for it is Gilliard. Gilliard gives it up to Nick Walker. And back to Colin Wade. So Bigfork getting on the ground for those loose balls. Wade. Eli Thornus looking up, under. Throws it out to Wade. 3-point shot by Wade. No good. Gilliard with the rebound. And they're going to whistle him for a push. And I believe that's the third on... It is third on Gilliard, third team foul. And Kendall bringing the basketball up for Eureka with 2:26 to go. Quickly over to Butts, out to Bates, guarded by Konopka. Bates will get pass over to Kendall. And Cole tried to slap it away from Kendall and get called for the personal. Cole Konopka with 1. First personal, 4-team foul. Epperly will come back in for Gilliard. Gilliard in foul trouble with 3 for Bigfork. Kendall inbounding. Gets it to Bates. Bates, their big-time scorer for Eureka. Out top of the key. We'll give it over to Kendall. Kendall back to Bates. Bates looking to drive. To pull up. Baseline Butts. 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded there by Kendall. Rolls it out to Bates. Right wing. And Bates picks up another player control foul. And that's going to be his 4th personal. Caleb Utter back in for Eureka. 4th personal on Bates, 3rd team foul. And Wade with the basketball. Wade over to Eli Thornus, right side. He'll give it up. Epperly. Epperly goes right wing. Looking to drive. Epperly off the glass. Scores it for 2. Does Isaac Epperly. 38-35, 1:35 to go on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Truman, Comac. Comac misses it off the glass. Goes up again, gets blocked. And they're going to call a foul on Bigfork. On Isaac Epperly. 3rd personal, 15th foul. Carson Comac at the line for Eureka. He'll shoot 2. Rolls around, shot no good. George Brown will come in for Nick Walker. Levi Taylor for Bigfork coming in for Epperly. Epperly with his third. So for Eureka, Dunn and Bates both have 4. And Comac has 3. For Bigfork, 3 for Gilliard and 3 for Epperly. Comac shot up. This time it drains it. Thornus gets it into Colin Wade. Colin Wade will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. And going to set it up. Gets it over to Thornus. Thornus going to drive right side. Back to Taylor. Taylor left side. Looking for George Brown underneath. And Bigfork will take a timeout. 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. 38-34. The Vikings lead the Eureka Lions as the Lions have made a run here in the second half on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. A full timeout. Well, I'll take a timeout here from Ronan, Montana. Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament Championship Ball Game. All right, welcome back to Ronan, Montana. Championship Saturday and championship ball game for the boys. Vikings taking on Eureka. They'll get the basketball here. Up by 4, 38-34. With 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. Thornus inbounded to Colin Wade. Colin Wade out in their half court guarded by Kendall. Kendall backs away. Gets it over to Cole Konopke. Cole Konopke looking to drive. Out to Thornus. Thornus. Levi Taylor, guarded by Truman. Gets it over to Cole Konopke. Konopke looking, spin move, drives. Gives it to Thornus. Thornus looking to drive. Gets it out. Colin Wade. Colin Wade on the drive. Back to Taylor. Taylor looking underneath. Giving it up. Taylor. Going to call 3 seconds on Bigfork. There's 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter and a 4-point lead for the Vikings. Cut it in half. They had it at 8. Over to Kendall underneath. Truman out to Utter. Right side now from Kendall. Butts. Taylor tried to take it away, and he's going to get whistle for the foul. Wyatt Johnson back in for Bigfork. Third personal on Taylor. So 3 on Taylor, 3 on Epperly, 3 on Gilliard. 16 foul on the Vikings. Only 3 on Eureka. And Butts to inbounds on the far side. Gets it out. Joey Kendall with the basketball. Gets it over to Caleb Utter. Utter out in their haircut. Over to Kendall. Kendall. Utter. Now with the basketball. Top of the key. Gives it out to Butts. Butts will give it over to Kendall. Kendall right side. Over to Butts left side. Looks like they're trying to hold for one. Caleb Utter with the basketball. Throws it far side to Butts. Butts 3-point shot on the way. In and out. Rebounded there by Wyatt Johnson as the clock runs out. 3 quarters complete. Vikings lead 38-34 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to punch your ticket to the state tournament for the Vikings here from Ronan, Montana. So welcome back to Ronan. Fourth quarter time, 8 minutes to go here. And Eureka with the possession, arrow pointing towards them to start the fourth quarter. And the Vikings lead by 4 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard, 38-34. Kendall, Butts, Comack, Dunn, and Bates back in. Wyatt Johnson, Gilliard back in. Thornus, Epperly, and Walker in for Bigfork. So Bates looking, gets it over to Butts. Then Kendall guarded by Johnson. Butts driving. He gets cut off. Butts nowhere to go. Gives it out to Dunn. And Thornus is going to back off of Dunn. Dunn's not going to shoot those 3. Comack with the basketball. Looking underneath. Gives it up to Gavin Bates. Gavin Bates pulls up for 3. In and out. No good. Nick Walker right there with the rebound for the Vikes. He'll give it up to Johnson. And Johnson will give it to Epperly. Epperly will bring it across the timeline. In the front court. Epperly. Gilliard. Gilliard looking to drive. Gives it up to Thornus. Thornus. Epperly. Right wing. Looking underneath. Guarded by Dunn. Wyatt Johnson now. The basketball. Gives it up to Gilliard. Gilliard looking. Bigfork trying to drive it in. Epperly looking up. Under. Pulls up. Off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. And held ball. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Looked like Epperly may have got fouled, but they call it a held ball, and Bigfork will get the possession. Epperly to inbound, gets it out to Gilliard on the right side, underneath to Epperly. Epperly up, off the glass. No good, gets his own rebound. Comack steals it away. And Bates will come up, tries to pull up for 3. Tipped away by Epperly. Thornus with the basketball for the Vikes. He'll give it up to Epperly in the front court. Epperly over to Thornus. Back to Epperly. Epperly guarded by Butts out near half court. Nick Walker to come set a screen. Nick Walker up, under, pulls up, off the glass. Too strong. And Thornus will tie him up. And arrow points towards Eureka. So that means the Vikings will get the ball next. 6:12 to go. No score here yet in the fourth quarter. Still 38-34 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Kendall out to Butts. Butts out near between the top of the key. Over to Kendall, guarded by Johnson. Kendall looking to spin. Johnson staying right with him. Out to Bates. Bates guarded by Gilliard. Bates looking underneath. Kendall goes down. Gives it up to Butts. Butts looking to drive on Epperly. Oh, Epperly rejects him strongly out of bounds as Butts tried to lay it up. And Kendall the inbound for Eureka. Excuse me. All the way out, Danny Dunn. Guarded by Thornus. Top of the key. So Dunn with the basketball. Looking to drive. Comack sets a screen. Dunn trying to drive. Eli Thornus cuts him off. Dunn up, under. Throws it off the glass. Strong move by Dunn. And scores 2. So a 2-point ball game now. 5:22 to go. Epperly in the front court for Bigfork. Looking. Gilliard. 3-point shot of the way. In and out. No good. And Comack comes up with the rebound for Eureka. Kendall with the basketball. Backdoor. Comack saves it, but right to Epperly for Bigfork. 5 minutes to go. Epperly will give it over to Thornus. Thornus looking to drive on Dunn. And Bigfork will take a timeout. 4:46 to go, 38-36. Bigfork leads by 2 over the Eureka Lions. On the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And a full timeout taken by the Vikings. Their offense not going here yet in the second half. Only scoring 8. Outscored 14-8 here in the second half. That's got Eureka within 2. In a low-scoring ball game here from Ronan, Montana. I'll be back momentarily with more of the fourth quarter and the conclusion of this championship ball game. Well, welcome back to Ronan. The Vikings up by 2. And need to find their offensive stroke they found in the first half, where they put up 30, 21 in the first quarter. So Epperly inbound. Gets it into Gilliard. Gilliard underneath Epperly. Epperly up off the glass. Scores it. Nice play as he feeds it into Epperly. Epperly steps inside and Gilliard gives it back to him. For the Vikings, Kendall with the basketball now. Across the timeline for Eureka. Goes back door. Gavin Bates beats Epperly back door for the score. Into Wade. From Epperly. Wade will bring it across the timeline. Gets it to Gilliard. Gilliard looking. He's got Epperly on him. Epperly out. Nick Walker, three-point shot. In and out. Epperly comes up with a rebound for Bigfork. Nick Walker, Colin Wade over to Thornus on the left side. Thornus looking underneath. They had Nick Walker momentarily. And they call a carrying violation on Eli Thornus. Turnover. And Eureka with the basketball. Down by 2. So 3:50, under 4 minutes to go. Kendall, top of the key, guarded by Wade. Backdoor again. This time to Dunn. Dunn scores. Colin Wade quickly up. Eli Thornus. Thornus looking to drive. Colin Wade underneath. Nick Walker. Walker gets fouled. Fifth personal on Danny Dunn. 4th team foul. And Trent Truman will come back in for Eureka. And Wade will inbound in the front court for Bigfork. Finds it, finds Eli Thornus. Thornus looking to drive. Thornus floater up, misses it. Gavin Bates comes up with a rebound. Held ball, the arrow points towards Bigfork. So Thornus really hustling for the Vikings. Tied at 40, 3:35 to go. Here in the ball game on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard, we're tied. Into Gilliard underneath. Epperly. They can keep going to that all day. Butts can't guard him under there. And Epperly scores off the glass for 2. Kendall with the basketball. Gives it over to Butts. Butts will bring it out top of the key. Looking for Gavin Bates over the right side. Comack gives it out to Bates. Bates looking to drive. Pull up jumper up. Free throw line. Drains it by Gavin Bates. Tied at 42. Thornus quickly underneath. Comack over the top, fouls Nick Walker. That'll be the 15th foul on Eureka. And Comack's 4th. So 4 on Comack and Bates. And Dunn is fouled out. Timeout, full timeout taken by Eureka. Not sure what was going on there, but it'll be Bigfork basketball underneath after this timeout. I'll be back here. Tied at 42 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Levi Thornus back in for the Vikes. All right, raucous atmosphere here in Ronan, Montana. 42-42. Wade to inbound for Bigfork. Gets it out. Nick Walker, Gilliard. Now the basketball. Colin Wade. 3-point shot by Wade. No good. And tipped around off of Taylor. Out of bounds as they battle there. And Kendall with the basketball with 2:50 to go. Kendall will give it over to Butts. Butts dribbles over to Kendall. On the right side, Bates, top of the key. He'll get over to Butts. Butts left side, guarded by Levi Taylor. Taylor looking to take it away from him. Gets it out to Kendall. Kendall, Bates, left side, got Gilliard on him. The 6'3" Gilliard. Bates pulls up for the three and drains it. And up 45-42. Wade quickly up the court. Wade over to Gilliard. Gilliard, three-point shot on the way. Drains it. Ties it right back. Ice in their veins, folks. Unbelievable. Back-to-back threes by both teams. A battle here in Ronan. Bates now with the basketball. Got to cut him off. He's got 4 personals. Need to go at him on defense and get him to foul out because I tell you, he can really shoot the basketball, folks, for Eureka. Kendall. The basketball gives it over to Butts. Underneath to Truman. Truman in the key. Trying to go at Nick Walker. Bates now with the basketball. Cut off by Colin Wade. Top of the key. Bates looking to drive on Taylor. Corner to Butts. Butts driving baseline up and under. Misses it. Nick Walker right there. Colin Wade comes up with the rebound for Bigfork. 1:25 to go. We're tied at 45. Gets it up to Gilliard. Gilliard out to Colin Wade. Wade looking. Setting it up for the Vikings. Looking to drive. Gets it over to Gilliard. Gilliard driving. Up. Under. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Gilliard. That's the 4th personal on Gilliard. Player control foul. And timeout taken by Eureka. 1:09 to go, 45 apiece. On your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. And I think a 30-second timeout, can't tell. Full timeout taken by Eureka. I'll be back here with the rest of the ball game. An exciting championship ball game here in Ronan, Montana. Well, welcome back to Ronan, Montana. The place is just absolutely packed, folks. We're tied at 45 with 1:09 to go. And Bigfork had a chance to take the lead. Eureka now has a chance to take the lead. And Kendall with the basketball. Cut off by Wade. Truman looking for Bates. Bates top of the key. Way out there, guarded by Epperly. Butts guarded by Taylor. Taylor, Butts driving and has to kick it out to Kendall. Kendall now guarded by Taylor. Levi, a strong defender for Bigfork. Gavin Bates about halfway out towards between the top of the key and half court. Gives it up to Truman. Truman guarded by Nick Walker. Truman. They're going to call a foul on Epperly. His 4th personal. And to the line, Truman for a 1-and-1. Misses it. Nick Walker gets the rebound for Bigfork. Colin Wade, 26 seconds to go. Bigfork going to hold for the last shot and champion's opportunity to punch their ticket to the state championship tournament and win the state championship. But the Vikings will take a timeout. 13.6 to go. 45-45 here on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. It doesn't get any closer than this, folks. Reminds me of the double overtime game a few years back here, right here, as Anaconda and Bigfork battled. Talking about that with somebody this morning. So Bigfork obviously going to hold for the last shot and an opportunity to win this one against Eureka. They battled 3 times already, and Bigfork has won all 3. They won by 1 up in Eureka. So right here, I'm just going to stay here, folks. You can listen to the folks in the background. Bigfork really fans here cheering them on. I know Florence is voting for Eureka so they can have a chance to challenge Bigfork, but Bigfork needs to do this right here and punch their ticket to the state championship tournament and win this championship right here. So Bigfork with a basketball, 13.6 to go. Epperly, Walker, Wade, Thornus in the ball game, and Gilliard. So Colin Wade with the basketball for Bigfork. They foul him, 6-team foul, because the next one will put him in the 1-on-1. 32, Tristan Butts picks up the personal, 6-team foul. His first personal. So next one, Epperly with the basketball, 5.7 seconds to go. Epperly gets it out to Wade. 3-point shot by Wade. Oh! Rolls off the rim, no good. And we're going to overtime, tied at 45-45. Unbelievable. An open look by Colin Wade. Looked like it was going to be close. If it falls, the game is over. So we head to overtime. Looks like 4 minutes would go on the clock. 45-45 on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Crazy. I was talking about overtime before against Anaconda. Well, we're going overtime against Eureka. Last time it was in the semifinals. This one is in the championship ball game. I'll be back here with overtime from Ronan, Montana, as the Vikings battle the Eureka Lions. Well, we're here in overtime, folks. Tied at 45 apiece. And Walker and Comack to jump it up. Bigfork with the jump ball. And Epperly with the basketball for Bigfork. He'll bring it out. Had a good look. Epperly drove in, got tied up, kicked it out to Wade. Wade had a good look. Underneath, Gilliard. Gilliard off the glass. Nick Walker with the rebound off the glass and drains it. Left-handed Nick Walker underneath for the Vikings. And the Vikings take a 2-point lead on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard, 47-45. Kendall looking. He's looking back door. And Bates did not cut. As a defense by Bigfork, strong right there. Actually had two folks. Wade was right there along with Epperly. And Wade will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. And they're slow to run their offense and get the shot they want here, especially with a 2-point lead. Epperly out near half court, guarded by Butts. Epperly looking to drive for Bigfork. Back door, finds Wade. Wade underneath, gets it to Walker. Walker scores the bucket. And a nice pass by Epperly to Wade to Walker for two. 49-45, 2:50 to go here in the ball game in overtime. Vikings lead. Comack baseline finds Bates. Bates pulls up, blocked by Epperly. Walker comes up with it, and Walker's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line. So a nice job by Epperly, who blocks the Bates jumper, and Walker comes up with it. So Nick Walker at the line for Bigfork. 17 fouls now. Should be 18 fouls, I believe. Or check that. 17 fouls, that's correct, on Eureka. Second on 32, Butts. And Walker at the line, 1-1. Levi Taylor battling underneath, gets called for the foul, so we'll go to the other end, 1-1 for Eureka. And Bates will shoot a 1-and-1. Fourth personal on Levi. 9th team foul on Bigfork. So next one against Bigfork, Eureka will be double bonus. Only 17 fouls on Eureka here. Bates shot up, drains it. He'll get one more. Got to make your free throws down the stretch to win it. And that's really important right here. So the Vikes with a 3-point lead on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Bates' second shot is good. Pulls them within 2, 49-47. 2:40 to go. Epperly will give it up to Colin Wade. Colin Wade, pressure put on by Eureka in the backcourt. Finds Gilliard in the front court. Over to Taylor. Taylor looking. He gets fouled there by Butts. Now Taylor will go to the line for Bigfork and shoot a 1-and-1. Up by 2, 49-47 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Here from Ronan, Montana. Levi Taylor at the line. 1-and-1. Shoots it up too strong. Gilliard with a rebound off the glass. Scores it for 2 as 2 Eureka players collide with each other. Butts and Comack. And the loose ball picking up by Gilliard. And the Vikes up 51-47 with 2:22 to go. And the officials come together, talk about it, looking to see if they should put more time on the clock. And they're going to put some time on the clock, I believe, as Eureka would take it out of bounds, but Butts holding his head as he had collided with Comack, his own. They put 4 more seconds on the clock, 2:26. Now, Bates will inbound to Kendall. Kendall. Eureka trailing by 4. Vikes up 51-47 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Kendall quickly up. Gives it up to Bates. Bates looking. Bates guarded by Epperly. Caleb Butter. 3-point shot. Drains it. On top of the key. And Colin Wade quickly in from Epperly. Epperly with the basketball. Colin Wade on the right side for Bigfork. 1:58 to go. Vikings lead 51-50. Epperly gives it up to Gilliard. Colin Wade looking. Levi Taylor up to Epperly. Still in 1-and-1. Epperly off the glass. They call a player control foul on Epperly. They need to put a circle underneath the basket. Kendall was right under the basket. Nowhere for the shooter to come down. That's the 5th personal on Isaac Epperly. 10th team foul. And Eli Thornus will check in for Isaac Epperly. 51-50, 1:37 to go. So personnel, 1 from each team fouling out. So Taylor will now guard Gavin Bates. Out, Utter, top of the key, gets it up to Bates. Bates guarded by Wade now. Butts guarded by Thornus. Left wing. 1:15 to go. And a player control foul on Comack as he sets the screen. That'll be his 5th. And Trent Truman in the ball game for Eureka. And Bigfork basketball. 1:13 to go. Yep, Gilliard. Oh, timeout taken. So the officials gave him the ball, throws it in. Levi Taylor had a full open basket, and then they say Eureka called a timeout, full timeout. So it stopped the clock. Bigfork had a breakaway. So next foul on Eureka, double bonus for the Vikings. Able to shoot 2, so they have the lead. Just need to be patient and shoot 2 free throws and make those free throws to finish this ball game. Wow, folks. I tell you, wow. 51-50. here in Ronan, Montana, as the Vikings lead by 1. If they win this ball game, they're going to go to the state tournament. And I'll have all that information for you as well. State tournament is March 10th through the 12th. And so Bigfork with the basketball. And they just got to be patient. Get the ball in, get it to their free throw shooters. And they got to make the free throws when that counts. Gets Gilliard. Thornus in the backcourt to inbound for Bigfork. Gets it. Going to give it to Colin Wade. Gilliard, backcourt. Gets it up to Thornus. Gilliard with the basketball. Ooh, lucky. Gilliard looking, gets it across. Finds Thornus out to Colin Wade. Colin Wade out near half court. Guarded there by Butts. Out to Thornus. Thornus. As Butts undercuts Thornus. And 2 shots for Eli Thornus. Yeah, 4th personal on Butts. 56.1 to go. And Thornus to the line for 2 shots. So pressure put on. Needs to score these free throws. Makes the first one. And Cole Konopka ready to check in for Thornus here. Use his speed on defense. Thornus, second one up. Little strong. Levi Taylor with the rebound. And Taylor will go or check that. It's either a personal foul against Eureka or a timeout called by Bigfork. The officials getting together and talking. So fouls on 33. Trent Truman and Levi Taylor grab the rebound on the missed free throw, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 55.4 to go. Taylor. Just got to make your free throws to seal the ball game as Cole Konopka back in for the Vikings. Make your free throws and you win the game. Second shot up. Strong, no good. Right there, Nick Walker with the rebound. And Walker gets fouled. So a strong Nick Walker underneath. 52-50. On your Gunlock Construction scoreboard, Nick Walker at the line for 2. Makes it a 2-possession game. Walker drains the first one, and he'll get another. Number 25, Braden Kazaza back in. He'll replace Caleb Utter for Eureka. Up 53-50 now. One more for Walker. Walker too hard. Gets it out to Colin Wade. That's going to about seal the game here. Wade out near half court. 47 seconds to go. Levi Taylor over to Gilliard. Gilliard back to Taylor. Over to Gilliard, right side. They don't need to shoot. Out to Colin Wade. Wade with the basketball. Over to Gilliard. Back to Wade. Wade to Taylor. Taylor. And a foul on Eureka as they push Taylor out of bounds. On the near side, Taylor will go back to the free throw line. His first personal on Braden Kazaza. And Taylor to the line. Needs a free throw. 2-possession game. Makes it. 4-point ball game. 54-50 on your Flathead Lake Live scoreboard. And one more here for Levi Taylor. Taylor up this time. Drains the second. A 5-point lead. Going to give it up to Joey Kindle. Kindle and Bates, you got to watch for. Bates guarded by Taylor. Over to Butts. Butts looking for the 3-point shot. Looking to drive. And fouled Cole Konopka, a blocking foul. I believe that's his first. And Butts to the line for 2. So a free throw shooting contest it has become here down the stretch with 21.6 to go. Butts off, no good. Utter comes back in for Eureka. Thornus back in for Bigfork. Shot on the way. Rolls around and drops. Still a 2-possession game. Saves with the Bates. 3-point shot by Bates on the way. Rebounded by Gilliard. Gilliard gives it up to Taylor. Cole Konopke, or checks with Colin Wade. Wade fouled by Utter with 11.6 to go. Sorry if I sound excited, folks, but this atmosphere here is unbelievable. The fans are going crazy, and the boys are leaving it all out on the court. So Colin Wade to the line to shoot 2. 11.6 to go. The Vikings with a 4-point lead. 55-51 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Excuse me. Colin Wade. First one up. Too hard. Cole Konopke back in the lineup for Bigfork for Thornus, and Wade will get one more. Got to make your free throws down the stretch, folks. Wade this time in and out. Knocked out of bounds, 10.5 to go. Gavin Bates tried to pull it for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded there by Truman, no good. Rebounded by Eureka, no good. This time, Nick Walker comes up with it, gives it up to Colin Wade. And the Vikings win this one. (55-51), 4-point win in overtime for the Vikings. Well, they'll move on to the state tournament as the number 1 seed. Play Thursday, the 10th at 1:30 in the afternoon. The 2 seed Eureka will play at 8 p.m. On Thursday. And Bigfork has a good draw. They'll take the 3rd seed out of the South, winning this tournament. So a great job by the Vikings here in overtime. So they're going to do the championship trophy. I don't know if I have the stats here. So Eureka qualified for state earlier by Florence's win, so they cannot be challenged. And they'll play at 8 o'clock. Okay, I'll try to get your full game stats. Try to get the coach and a player up here. And they're going to introduction. So the Vikings accepting their ball trophy. George Brown celebrating with the kids on the far side. I know you want to hear about that. I'm going to try to get John Hollow up here. And, well, we don't play till 8:30 for the girls' game, and I don't think they're going to go early. So hopefully I can bring Hollow and the Vikings players up here as I get my full game stats. I'll be back here with post game here from Ronan, Montana. The Bigfork Vikings, the 2021-22 Western B Divisional basketball champs. And they'll take the number 1 seed into the state tournament. Well, folks, an exciting one. Wow. Don't get it. Overtime, 55-51. The Vikings win this. And post-game brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. What's keeping you fit? This Get Up Fastest personal training, Pilates, much more. 850 Whole Drive, Bigfork, Montana, 837-2582. Well, for Eureka, Kendall only had 4 points. Danny Dunn 4 as he fouled out. Comac fouled out as well. He had 3. Utter with 4. Bates, always. Folks, he can shoot the ball. Good ball player for them. Scores 24 to lead the way. And then Butts, a big 3, with 8. And then 4 by Trent Truman for Eureka. 10, 12, 12, and 11, then overtime. Bates hit that big 3. Actually had 5 points in overtime. 6 total in overtime. Final 55-51. I was trying to get the coach up here and maybe have to do it at halftime of the girls' game because, folks, I got to get ready to broadcast the girls. So leading the way, Isaac had 10, Levi Taylor 9, 14 for Bryce Gilliard leading the way, 3 for Wade, 6 for Thornus, 7 for Walker, 6 for George Brown. George Brown did a nice job coming in as well. That'll wrap things up here for this game because I have girls action coming up next. The Valkyries take on Thompson Falls, and they're punch your ticket for the state tournament as well, and I'll be back with that. So final on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard as the Vikings win this one 55-51. Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament champs and the number 1 seed into the state tournament, and they'll play on the 3rd seed at 1:30 on Thursday in the second game of that tournament in the Breeden Fieldhouse in Bozeman, Montana, starting on March 10th. I'll wrap things up here with the boys. I'll be back with the girls momentarily. Thank you, and thanks for listening. We'll be back momentarily on the flip side. Good night, wherever you are.